Hey everyone, my name is Simpzy. How you all doing? Welcome back to some more Total War Empire 2 here today on the channel. We're back with episode 2 of our Great Britain series. Here today we're going to be putting down a rebellion in Scotland. So like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. John Churchill is going to be leading this fight here today. Alright, let's form up and then look to advance. So we took Edinburgh at the start of the last episode, and we've also slowly but surely invested in our military and navy as we look to conquer more land. Oh my god, that was not good. Okay, so they should have been a little bit further up. Okay, we are not arcing our shots enough. That's alright, they're only pikemen. Alright, let's push further up. So we've crushed one full stack of the Scots. Now we want to stop this rebellion before it gain some strength. So we're about to have a cavalry engagement on the left hand side here. Okay, so we're going to try and swing around here. We seem to slightly have the high ground, which is nice. A nice long formation. Fold the flanks. We've crushed one of those cavalry units on that side. And let's start this musket warfare. It's going to take a long time to reload. But smoke, fire, and brimstone is everywhere. Minus the brimstone. Okay, hold the formations tight, lads. I do quite like 17th century, 18th century warfare, but it just takes so long. Okay, my cavalry is going to engage some infantry now. Nicely done. Okay, so we're just slowly but surely encircling the Scottish muskets here, targeting their line infantry. We're going to be able to outfire them as we've got some of the best musketmen in the game, our grenadiers. But getting the angles and hitting from the sides and rear is important. Okay, probably not going to last too much longer now. My cavalry is targeting their general's bodyguard. Once we get rid of the Scottish lord, they should be able to capitulate and not last too much longer. And the army's in disarray. We've won. Alright, so only losing a couple hundred there, and the rebellion has been put down. Now, we are using Empire 2, so it's not entirely that straightforward to hold and occupy lands. So, we're going to try our best to get rid of all the rebels, and we're just going to have to bide our time, bringing the public unrest under heel. Okay, so now it's time to invest a lot in our economy. So let's try and do that. We are still building up our navy, so we can't secure all our trade lanes just yet. So we're going to go around and build farms where we can. Because at the moment, we are relying heavily on trade income because we're not at war with any major factions, but that will change eventually. So let's invest locally. Let's build a magistrate building here. That should really help our public order. And, or maybe we need to move away just from a military encampment, because it's going to take quite some time before Edinburgh and Scotland will be fully under our control. So we are spreading English culture, but although we've taken control of Scotland, actually holding it is easier said than done. They didn't even have like a proper standing army. We're still fighting back rebellions. Okay, let's make sure these farms are built. I'm not too sure about some of my overseas colonies, but I think we'll be fine. Alright, let's end the turn and continue. See if anything changes during the end turns. France and Spain keep on having their alliance broken. Westphalia, Austria. Okay, so let's get some more infantry and militia where we can. Infantry from London, cannons from Ireland and Scotland, I reckon. Just burning through turns here now. But no major war has erupted just yet. between the major powers. A new town emerges in the north. Our trade route is getting raided here for the first time. Okay, so it's still not overly affecting us that much. Okay, let's send some more militia north, as we need to look to stabilize our island, our British Isles, before looking to move elsewhere. Still -2. So we might need to put down another Scottish rebellion if it happens. Just trying to reorganize our army here at the moment. Okay, so that's making things slightly better. Reshuffling this. So although we've taken Scotland, it's going to take quite some time to fully rule it. I do quite like that. See that you can't just like rush territory. That once you take a massive castle and city like Edinburgh with a distinct cultural group, you have to stay there for quite some time. It holds your army down. Okay, let's look to move further south with John Churchill, and then we've got a decision to make of where to send him. We seem to be blocking the United Provinces, the Dutch, from moving through the Channel. That's why we're sitting our fleet there, making them go all the way around, being a slight nuisance. This is the British Channel. You will pay a tax if you want to pass through. Let's get some more Lord Cutter's regiment. The more infantry we can get, the better. Okay, so let's continue on. So far, we're in a really strong position. It seems like a lot of the other factions are going to war with each other. Spain and France are at each other's throat. Prussia, Poland are fighting in the east, and it looks like Austria and Venice are going at each other as well. So that's just allowing us to slowly but surely grow our influence. And no one really got involved with the Scottish War. So we are putting a large military presence in Scotland. We've nearly got 2 full stacks. We should be able to move it out soon though. We've been sitting there for quite a few turns. Alright, we've got ships in all our ports too. We're investing in our economy. And we're nearly at a stage where I'm happy to leave. Let's just hope no French or Spanish army or even Dutch threatens the British Isles. So, realistically, the smart play would be to just rush Spain and France now, but I'm not going to do so. I want to try and keep them alive throughout this series, the Dutch, the French, and the Spanish, because I want these colonial wars. It's just too easy to defeat. Like, if we just mobilized our 2 full stacks here and rushed France, like, we could literally destroy them and then rebel all their overseas colonies, but I don't know if that's overly sensible and realistic. You really should do it if you are playing your own campaign, but I don't know. I kind of want to keep them about. I want to have these colonial wars and land grabs. So these county militia here are really helping to subdue the populace. So we don't need to leave too many of them now. Maybe some of these late units can look to move out as well. So we're not exempting the Scottish from tax now, as we're starting to get things back in our favour. Let's go with improved fisheries. 13 turns. It's not too bad. Okay, still moving down our troops to London as we're going to look to try and move out. We've stabilised the island. Now we can look for external territories. So let's move Henry, the Huguenot, and John Churchill as well. Let's remove some of these cannons. So we've nearly got 2 full stacks. I will keep a little bit of a presence on Britain as we look to move on out, because I'm worried from a potential attack, but we'll see. Alright, looking good. Okay, I think it's time to mobilise John Churchill and Henry the Huguenot. So let's leave our British island, our British Isles, and we're at a stage now we've got a strong enough navy too that we had to build up, which took quite some time. Oh, hang on. That shouldn't put us that way around the island. Hang on. Is that because I've got... Yes, it's because I'm sitting there. Interesting. Okay, so let's move you here. Yep, and then we'll... Whoops. Make sure that one ship stays in London. That would be ideal. And then we've got another lot of additional reinforcements coming too. So a half a stack. Alright, let's look to move out. Let's move you here. And how far can we get? We can nearly get there. Alright, let's move into the theatre. And we are going to India. That is the first piece of territory we're going to look to try and conquer over there. We have a fair few options. We can go to war with the Marathans. They're probably more likely to be our allies, though. We could go against Monsoy, their vassal, or we could go against the Mughals, land in Calcutta or the Bay of Bengal. Okay, let's build a small religious school in Scotland to help with our conversion. And the fleet has finally arrived. We've landed in the Indian subcontinent. Well, the Indian Ocean, I suppose. So let me know in the comments, feedback and suggestions. Who do you think we should go to war against? We could declare war upon Monsoy, because that's a really good piece of territory we can land on. And then maybe say, hey, Marathans, don't stand with them or break their alliance or vassalship with them. That could be a potential play. We could very well declare war upon the United Provinces and take modern-day Sri Lanka, control Ceylon. That could be a play too. Or we just go after the Mughals because everyone doesn't seem to like them for whatever reason. But it largely depends, where do you land? Do you land near Mumbai on that western seaboard of India, or do you move over towards that Bangladesh, the Bay of Bengal sort of border there? Who knows? Alright, well, thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you've enjoyed episode 2. Had a short battle against the Scottish. We'll start off with episode 3 with a battle either against the Marathans, the Mughals, or I guess Monsoy. We'll have to see. Alright, guys, like, subscribe, all that good YouTube stuff. Make sure to take care of yourselves. Have a fantastic rest of your day. My name has been Simpzy. I will see you in the next one. Thank you so much.